video I am going to explain VirtualBox networking options. So if you use VirtualBox, so there are so many options like NATing. NAT is network address translation, NAT, then bridge adapter, internal network, host only adapter, and there is a NAT with port forwarding also. So first we'll see what is NATing. So in NATing, so consider this is our host OS. Inside host OS there is a VirtualBox, and VirtualBox containing these three guest OSs. So in NATing, this guest OS is getting IP address from inbuilt DHCP server of VirtualBox, and the IP for each and every guest OS is same 10.0.2.15. So and the gateway is 10.0.2.2. So whatever communication we want to make with the outer network through this guest OS takes place through this host platform. So in NATing, whatever packet is going from guest OS to the outer network, it is sent by this host OS, that is host platform. So it acts as a communicator between your guest OS and outer environment. So in this, no need to use IP address of the network. So here we save our IPs and we can able to communicate with the outer network also. That is the advantage of NATing. The next option is bridge mode. So in production environment, we want to use our guest OSs as a server. So what I can do? I can use bridge networking. In bridge networking, this is your host OS, and your guest OS also acts as a separate machine. So there is a bridge. So this guest OS can directly communicate with the outer networks. So this is the advantage of this your bridge network. Then internal networking. Suppose you want to test your create your test lab where you want to configure some DHCP server or AD server, and you want to test within this guest OS. So go for internal network. So if you use internal network, your guest OS or guest VMs can communicate with each other, but your guest VM cannot communicate with your host platform or outer network. Next mode is host only networking mode. In host only networking mode, your guest OS can communicate with each other. Also, this guest OS can getting IP address from DHCP server that is hosted on a VirtualBox, and your guest OS can communicate with your host platform but cannot communicate with outer network. So that's why I shown here with a red line. So red line indicates your guest OS cannot communicate with the outer network. It only communicate with the host OS. And the last option is NAT with port forwarding. So as you know, in bridge mode there is a IP we need to use from the network. So it consumes the IP addresses. So if you look back over here, in bridge mode, in guest OS also consumes the IP addresses. So there are three guest OS and it consumes the three IP addresses. But in NATing, there is an IP address, there is no consumption of IP address. So in host NATing with port forwarding, so if I want to configure web server on this guest OS 1, I want to access from outer network machine. So this is machine, want to communicate with this machine. So can I communicate with the NATing mode? No, I cannot. So what is port forwarding? So if you see this port forwarding rule that I configured in VirtualBox, so whatever request coming for this 10.12 machine, that is 192.168.10.12 host OS, it will forward that request to the HP port of guest OS. So the meaning of this is, if the packet is moving from outer network machine to host OS on port number 8080, it will forward to guest OS 80 port number and then respond to the outer network machine. That is NAT with port forwarding mode. So thank you very much, and please like my channel, like this video, comment and subscribe my video channel. So thank you so much.